The foundations of modern Japan were not built on tradition, but on a feverish, brutal commitment to change. It was this ruthless modernization that created an empire capable of challenging the world order, yet it simultaneously planted the seeds for its own violent collapse. How could a nation obsessed with creating a new future become the architect of unparalleled military aggression? From the Meiji Restoration onward, Japan transformed itself from a fragmented collection of domains into a regional powerhouse, mastering technologies and forging an imperial identity that stretched across East Asia. This rapid ascent was cemented by the state's adoption of the Meiji Constitution, a document that fundamentally inverted the traditional balance of power. It granted supreme authority not to the elected government, but to the military establishment. The Imperial Japanese Army and Navy became the ultimate arbiters of policy, placing their dominance above civilian rule in a structure designed for unparalleled expansion. This internal imbalance created an explosive tension. While Japan was actively engaged in imperial pursuits, demands for democratic participation simmered beneath the surface. This era gave rise to Taisho democracy, a brief, vibrant experiment in representative politics, but it was destined to be brutally extinguished by the rising tide of ultranationalist fervor and military control. The ruling elite systematically dismantled these democratic aspirations, viewing them as obstacles to the necessary path of imperial destiny. When the shadow of global conflict fell across Europe in the early 20th century, Japan seized its moment. With the geopolitical landscape shifting, Japan looked outward, turning its focus from internal reform to external conquest. Exploiting the chaos of the Great War, Japanese naval and land forces launched daring campaigns that carved out new territories. The seizure of German possessions in places like Tsingtao demonstrated a new, brutal reality. Modernization had simply provided the tools for aggressive expansion. The relentless drive for territory led directly into the Pacific theater. Naval fleets moved with swift, ruthless efficiency, seizing island chains and colonial holdings across the vast expanse of the Pacific. From the Marshall Islands to the strategic footholds in Manchuria, Japan's ambition manifested as territorial acquisition, leaving behind a trail of subjugated peoples and shattered international agreements. Yet this outward aggression was constantly shadowed by internal reckoning. Despite the military success, deep social fissures persisted, economic strain, devastating natural disasters, and simmering discontent among tenant farmers fueled widespread unrest. The government, in its attempt to secure political stability, responded not with reform, but with iron repression. In 1925, the Peace Preservation Law was enacted, a decree designed to crush any expression of socialism, communism, or democratic ideals. This act effectively ended Taisho democracy, silencing dissent and cementing an authoritarian reality enforced by the state's military apparatus. The simmering political decay reached its violent climax in Manchuria. Seeking resources and strategic depth, Japanese leaders engineered calculated acts of provocation. The Mukden incident was not a random event. It was the deliberate trigger that unleashed the Kwantung Army's ambition. This act initiated the full-scale invasion of Manchuria, culminating in the creation of the puppet state of Manchukuo. Within months, the vast region along the South Manchurian Railway was brought under Japanese control, establishing an aggressive colonial dominion far from Tokyo. As this territorial conquest deepened, the world reacted with mounting alarm. The actions taken by Japan directly challenged global stability, leading to a profound geopolitical reckoning. International bodies attempted to impose order, but the rising tide of militarism proved unstoppable. Eventually, the great powers realized that a single nation's unchecked ambition could shatter the delicate balance of the world. This realization contributed to Japan's ultimate abandonment of the League of Nations, signaling the final retreat from international restraint and setting the stage for the devastating trajectory toward the Pacific War.